Hello students, welcome to Phalak Academy. I am Vipul Phalak. In last video, we have discussed about amino acids. In this video, we are going to talk about proteins. So let's start with proteins. So as we have seen the definition of amino acids are monomers of the protein, or we can say that proteins are polymers of amino acids. We have already talked about 20 amino acid which are the standard amino acid. They can make the protein, and amino acid can join together with the peptide bond and they will make the protein. So proteins are polymers of amino acid and most abundant organic molecule of living system. So that is important point. When we talk about dry weight of the cell, so near about 50% are protein. In the dry weight of the cell, near about 50% are the protein, and they have both structural and functional role. So there are some important points related to proteins. You have to remember neat point of view, and these are: first point, Rubisco is the most abundant protein in this planet. And Rubisco is an enzyme, that is a protein. So that in details we will learn about Rubisco in photosynthesis chapter. So this is the protein or enzyme that help to accept the atmospheric CO2 in a Kelvin cycle. So Rubisco is most abundant protein on this planet. When we talk about animals, so collagen is the most abundant animal protein. So whenever there is a abundant protein in animal, so that will be collagen. And Rubisco, again, that is the most abundant protein in plant. So Rubisco most abundant on this planet, Rubisco also most abundant in a plant, and collagen is most abundant in animal. Then we can classify the proteins, but there should be any kind of criteria for classification. So we will classify here on the basis of constituent. So whenever proteins are only made up of amino acids, so no other protein part is there, such a protein are called as simple protein. So only amino acids. So when proteins are made up of only amino acids, such a protein are considered as simple proteins. And whenever proteins are associated with other biomolecules, means proteins are with carbohydrate, with lipids, or any other non-protein part, such a proteins are considered as conjugated protein. So we can simply say that protein plus non-protein part, protein plus non-protein part, and this non-protein part is also known as prosthetic group. So whenever proteins are made up of only amino acids, simple protein, and whenever proteins are made up of protein plus non-protein part, that protein are considered as conjugated protein. So here we will take the example of simple protein, so that is histone protein. So that protein we will learn in the genetics. These proteins are responsible to wrap the DNA. And conjugated protein, example, we have the protein plus carbohydrates, so protein plus carbohydrates. So here we can see protein plus non-protein part. Such a protein are considered as glycoprotein. So glycoproteins. Or sometime proteins are also associated with lipids. So protein plus lipid, lipoprotein. sometime that protein can be also associated with nucleic acid. So protein plus nucleic acid, nucleoprotein. So this is the very simple classification on the basis of chemical constituent. So whenever protein are associated with non-protein part, that are called as conjugated protein. So we can also classify the protein on the basis of pH. Either that protein is acidic or basic. Means whenever protein has pH less than 7, it will be acidic. More than 7, it will be the basic. And such a protein contain more acidic amino acid, that will have more acidic amino acid. And we already talked about acidic amino acid, so that can be aspartic acid and glutamic acid. So these are acidic amino acid. And whenever protein contain more basic amino acid, such a protein are known as basic proteins. So more basic amino acid. And we have seen there are 3 basic amino acid: lysine, arginine and histidine. Lysine, arginine and histidine. So whenever protein have more acidic amino acid, acidic protein. When protein have more basic amino acid, basic protein. An example for acidic protein is hydrolytic enzymes. So hydrolytic enzyme which are present in lysosome, so that are called as hydrolytic enzyme, which are involved in the degradation. And some protein which have more basic amino acid, example is histone protein. Histone proteins, so that involve in DNA packaging, because DNA is 2.2 meter in every cell, and how such a big DNA can be situated in a tiny nucleus, so that can be overcome by this protein. So that is a histone protein. We can classify the proteins on the basis of their function as well. So you can see here structural protein. So whenever they are involved in structure, so you can see here keratin, that is a present in hairs, so that is a keratin protein. Collagen, most abundant in animal. Enzymatic proteins, some proteins are enzyme which catalyzes the biochemical reaction. Transport protein, the protein which are involved in transport. So hemoglobin, that is responsible for oxygen transport, that is a transport protein. Some are hormonal protein, example insulin, some growth hormones. Then contractile protein, so every movement, so that is because of muscle contraction, and that muscle contraction you can see there are some proteins such as actin and myosin. Some are defense protein, so defense protein means antibody, and antibody are also known as immunoglobulin. So immunoglobulin means antibody. This is the classification of the proteins on the basis of function. Then you can see the structure of proteins. So protein structure can be exist in 4 different forms: primary structure, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. So when we talk about primary structure, so you can see here linear sequence of amino acids, so that only when amino acid join together and they will form the peptide, linear chain, straight chain, so that structure is known as primary structure. And secondary, so such a kind of helical structure you can see in the protein, so that is called as alpha helix. Remember this for NEET examination. and such a structure is known as beta sheets. And whenever protein in very complex form, three-dimensional structure, because of additional interaction, hydrophobic interaction, because of some kind of van der Waals forces, hydrogen bonding, so you can see the very complex structure of protein, and that complex structure is called as tertiary structure. And remember that all the proteins are active, functional only in this form, that is also called as 3D structure, three-dimensional structure. And another one is quaternary structure. Quaternary means what? Whenever there are more than one polypeptide chains involved in one protein formation, means one protein consists of more than one polypeptide chain, so they will come together and they will make the one single protein. So such a protein are considered as quaternary structure. So primary, linear sequence; secondary, you can see there are the alpha helix, beta sheet. In tertiary structure, more additional some bonding like the hydrogen bonding, van der Waals forces, hydrophobic interaction, so they will make the structure very complex, and that is called as tertiary structure. And whenever more than one polypeptide chains are there, so such structure is called as quaternary structure. So this is about proteins. So we will meet in the next video with another topic. So thank you for listening.